gift your soul and let it be. Soon you'll find your gift of legacy. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you.
Well, hello, everybody. Waiting for Adele and Edgar. So nice to see you. Hi, everybody. Okay. So we're just waiting for Adele and Edgar. Okay. So here we go with our song again. Thank you.
Hope is all we have, all we need on this journey. Love is what we give when we receive, so keep it burning. Gift your soul and let it be. Soon you'll find your gift of legacy. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you. I'm ready to color my world, ready to give to you.
Faith will keep you strong where you belong. Just believe it. Dreams to help you grow, to reap and sow. You
Okay. What just happened? Hello.
I just made Adele the host and I completely forgot about the music, so my humblest apologies.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So here we go. Hi, hello. Hello, guys. I was missing you, missing Adele, missing Edgar. How are you guys? Thanks,
Hi, everybody.
Candice.
Thank you, Candice. Hi, everybody. Good evening and welcome to the Tuesday evening English presentation. Sorry about that. I was kicked off the Zoom and had to rejoin quickly, but I'm back. Tonight, I am co-hosting. I'm taking a back seat. We have got two amazing presenters tonight, Elizabeth from Madrid and Edgar from New York. And they are going to be introducing Gift of Legacy for you tonight. So without any further ado, to allow us time for questions and answers afterwards, I'm going to hand over to Elizabeth, who is well versed in Gift of Legacy. She joined towards the end of last year. She is well traveled across the world. She is a therapist. She's published a book. We were talking about it just now offline, probably a few books. But she really has found her heart in the Gift of Legacy community, because we aren't selling anything here. This is a community where we are sharing gifts heart to heart. And Elizabeth's going to introduce you, and then she'll hand over to Edgar. So thank you so much, and over to you.
Thank you. Thank you for that beautiful presentation. And it's so one of the beautiful things about Gift of Legacies, being able to meet people, to be friends with people who are all over the world, and knowing that we have a home in different parts of the world. So now I know I can go to South Africa, to New York, and and so there's people all over the place. And I just love that. I just love it. So yeah, here we are. Let's share what Gift of Legacy is all about. And this is a gifting activity, creating abundance. And one of the beautiful things about this is the invitation. You can only participate by invitation. There's no other way you can become part of this gifting community. For me, it was like this friend who called me and started talking to me about this, and it just hit my heart. It was like, yeah, Gift of Legacy, the name. It was like, yes, I want this. And it definitely became something very important, is something very important in my life. So let's read the disclaimer, which is good to know that this presentation is for information sharing only. It is not to be construed as financial advice. Okay. Neither myself, nor Adele, nor Edgar, nor Gift of Legacy are financial or tax advisors. So the information that we're giving here to you is only intended to give examples of what a participant may expect. So that's it, nothing else. Now, what is it all about? I can tell you what I saw when I came to Gift of Legacy. And I have this belief that in order to receive, you have to give. But but you also have to receive in order to give more. So it's this cycle of giving and receiving, giving and receiving. That's what comes to me and which I find so amazing about Gift of Legacy. So what is it about? It's about sacred economics, which have been around like forever. Like every community, I think, in the world has had these gifting communities, these gifting opportunities for people to really help themselves out. So these gifting communities in the patterns of gifting of Gift of Legacy have, you can trace them back to the 60s, and they are being off the mainstream for decades, and they are 100% legal. And I'll repeat this. I always find myself amazed when people say, is this legal? Or how can it be illegal? I mean, it's a gift. We are gifting. I always say, I mean, this is like in Christmas, if I gave my, a grandson a gift of $100 and then, the IRS or whatever comes around and says, that's illegal. I say, what are you talking about? No, how can it be illegal? It's legal. And of course, you have to take care of all the legal stuff. That's part of what you have to do in your own country. So Ubuntu is this term of communities working together. It means I am because we all are. And this is completely related to what has been, what is understood right now in science, is that a community, an organism can only strive and develop when each part of the organism, each cell in the organism is all right. So if there's any cell in that organism that is sick, that is not okay, the organism will not prosper. So how can we expect this world community, our world economics, to prosper when there's so many people really striving to live? This is what Gift of Legacy is inviting us to do something different, to change that paradigm. So it's also known as circular economies, and I think it's absolutely circular. I always see it round. I always see it in this, I give and I receive, and I give and I receive, and I give and I receive. And this is what happens all the time. So that's so, so beautiful. It's global. It's in over 180 countries, 180, like What other countries are we missing? I'm always asking that. What, I think we are 197 countries in the world. So we're missing what? 17? Yeah. So what do? We are uplifting communities worldwide, worldwide. Even, it's amazing that even in places where there's no internet, where people are struggling, like in Venezuela, where I come from, uh, people get together and they do this in their own communities and they try to work this out and they do it and they work it out and they find the money and they get it out and they are really, really growing. And these are communities that are really being developed and are really growing because of this. So I, for one, are very grateful. So the idea of Gift of Legacy, of course, is to create abundance and self-development. So what is Gift of Legacy? Basically is our website. Yeah. So we have this website where we can see 5 boards: coal, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. This is how we see it on our computer. And this is how we see it on our phone. And you'll see like there are different little buttons and they say where can you come in? Here you can't go in yet. So here it's the same board, it's the same image, but one is horizontal and the other is vertical. That's basically it. And this is the website. This is the algorithm that helps us really work this out in a magical way. So hop on. So everybody, of course, I always say, like, when you find something you love, you want to share it. When you find something you really like, you want to share it. You go to a park and you don't want to go alone. You want to take people with you. You want to take your family. You want to take your friends. What's the fun of going to a park on your own? So bring 2 people. You must invite 2 people to grow within Gift of Legacy. So that's part of what we need to do. And we'll talk a little bit more about this at the end of our presentation. But for now, I'm going to hand on. I usually use bells. Yes, in my presentations, I use bells. So I'm going to cling my bells, which you can't hear really through the mic, but I'm clinking my bells right now. I'm passing them on to Edgar, who's going to show us the money. Yes. So I'm going to stop sharing and thank you, and hand it over to Edgar. Yeah.
Excellent. That was a wonderful presentation by Elizabeth. It was clear, it was concise, it was to the point. I enjoy. Elizabeth, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to share the Zoom meeting. Back then, we used to say to share the stage with you. Now, this is our stage. Things have changed. We're not in a big auditorium. We are now on a little small computer screen, and we can reach out to thousands and thousands of people. My God, things have changed, right? From being on a big auditorium to the small screen. God knows what the future is prepared for us. So it is my pleasure to be here tonight. I'm excited. I'm going to see if I can contain my excitement. So much happening. My mind is rushing. I just finished 1, 2, 2 presentation. And this is my 3rd. I still got 3 more to go. It's only 2 o'clock, 50 minutes here in New York. So this is the beginning of the day. Elizabeth did a wonderful presentation explaining what is and what's not GL. And I'm just going to recap some of the items that she mentioned. And this is what my goal is, let's see if we can reach you 24. Come on, 18, 19. Reach out those people, call them up, reminders so we can get to 24. We're almost there. I just blasted out, so we're going to get to 24. So let me just recap what is and what not GL. All right. So GL is a community. That's what we are. We are a global community. We're like a big family How big is our family? Only for now, as of today, 800,000 members. That's the big family. That's a big, love, happy family. We are a happy family. There was a song when I was growing up from a Purple Dinosaur. Yep, I'm from the 2000. I'm a millennium. I'm a young kid. You know, I may look older, but just maturity. So I'm a millennium, and so we are a big happy family. Okay, Elizabeth mentioned that we are across 180 country. Pretty soon we're going to be in maybe 10 planets. You know, we're going to expand globally and to the universe because everybody need to know about this and everybody will know about this. All right. So let me get to the point. I'm excited to be here. My part of the presentation, after listening to Elizabeth, is to show you the money, how abundance is generated. Now, hear my word. I did not say riches. I say abundance. If you look at the dictionary, it's a big difference between being abundance and being rich. Okay, so we're going to create wealth and abundance, right? To a simple gifting community. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to share my screen. Oh, will someone allow me to share the screen, please? All right, I'm good to go. Give me an opportunity to zip on my organic cocoa. I love my chocolate. It keeps me up all day, all night. Even when I'm not supposed to be up, I'm always up, fired up. All right, so Elizabeth did a great job reminding everybody that all you need to do is invite 2 people, not 200, not 2,000, just 2. You invite them to the Zoom meeting and they will decide whether they want to join us or not. Let them decide. All we have to do is invite them and then they will decide. Okay? So we invite this like-minded individual. They'll see the presentation. And let's say they decide to join in on a cold boa. The cold boa is only $25. I don't know how many rand is that, but it's $25 here in the United States. So you join in with $25, which I think are the best investment that you could do with $25 right now. So you take $25, you give, it's a gifting community. So you give $25 once you register to the person in the position of legend. That person is in the position of receiving. So you are a giver and you're going to send it out to the person who's receiving. I have sent out gift to Johannesburg, Pretoria. I have sent out gift to Malaysia. I sent out gift to Argentina, South and Latin America. I sent out gift all across the planet. At the same time, I have received gifts from all over the planet, and they keep coming, and I love it. Okay, so and that's the beauty of it. Receiving those beautiful alerts. Hey, Edgar, I happen to be a gifter on your board. I have a gift for you, right? Especially when you wake up in the morning and you pick up your phone just to see what the weather's going to look like. You're going to say it's going to be a bright and sunny day, all right? So you give, let's say it's a $25. You send out the $25. The board look like this. There will be 15 position, 8 gifter, 4 builder, 2 guide, and 1 legend. Your goal is to get to legend ASAP, as soon as possible. That is your goal. You want to be a legend as soon as possible. So this is you. Follow the yellow brick road. Remember that? Follow the yellow brick road. For who said it? Tin Man said it? Was it Alice? Was it the Wizard? Was it, you remember the dog's name? Who remember the dog's name? Toro. All right. So was it Toro who said it? So you follow the yellow brick road. You give $25, right? And then the legend will receive 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, like an auction. You keep getting 25, 25, 25, unlimited 25, infinity 25. You take $100, which is the fourth gift out of those 25, and you register to the next BOA. Now, a BOA is just a website. Don't get yourself complicated. This is not a bingo card where you have BOA. No. This is a gifting community, and this is a website. You take the four gift, $100. You send it to the next legend in bronze, okay? And this is what you do. You register for the $100 BOA. At that moment, the legend of that BOA will receive $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100. All right. So then we receive $100. Actually, you're gonna start with 4, then another 4, that's 800, and then the rest is history, present and future. You send that legend $100, right? The legend receive $800. First, the legend will receive $400. And your next commitment, because there's a commitment, gotta be a commitment, right? So the commitment is very simple. You're gonna commit to invite 2 like-minded individuals. You're gonna commit yourself to invite 2 like-minded individuals. You bring them in, they see the presentation, they'll like it, and then they choose whether they want to join in with the $25 and receive $200 at the end, or the $100 and receive $800 as gift. I highly recommend go for the $100 and you get $800, right? So the new legend now, that was the guy before, will receive $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, right? And you will move on to the next position, which is builder. Now, from builder, you're going to move on to the next position, which is guide. The 2 like-minded individuals that you brought in, you're going to guide them and you're going to help them do the same thing, which is send the gift to the legend. How much is the gift? You got it. $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, go to the new legend. Now you become a legend. Now you are a legend. Guess what? Once you become a legend, now it's your turn to receive $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $100, $800 you will receive. You're a legend. Congratulations. So what you're going to do now with all those $100, you're going to take the first 4 gifts, and you're going to register to the next board, which is silver, right? And you're going to take $100 and you will return on a perpetual cycle to start all over again on the perpetual cycle, right? So you give $400, now you're in silver. You give $100, now you go back to on a perpetual cycle. You will receive in your pocket $300. Awesome. Now you are on silver, $400. And now the new legend will receive how much? $400, $400, $400, $400, $400, $400, $400, right? The legend receive a total of $3,200. Take that out of that $3,200, $1,600. Register to the gold board. Take $400, go back perpetual into the silver board. In your pocket, cash, right? $1,200 for all your personal desire, right? I did something smart. I gave it to my wife. Happy wife, happy life, happy dog. So I'm a smart man. I learned from my mother. All right. So my wife is happy. My dog is happy. I'm happy. So $1,200 on her purse. Surprise. I divide into different pockets. So every time she opened a different pocket, she find that money. She didn't know where the money come from. She asked me about it. Said, I don't know. Don't ask me. It's your money. It's in your purse. I don't go into your purse. Now you are in gold. You're going to send the legend in gold, 1,600, 1,600, 1,600, 1,600, 1,600, 1,600, 1,600, $1,600. The new legend will receive $12,800. Now your goal is to become a legend, so you can receive $12,800. Out of that $12,800, you take $5,000. You register for the next board, which is platinum. You take 1,600 and go back to gold, right? Now in your pocket, in my case, in my wife's pocket, $6,200. Happy wife, happy dog, happy life. No wonder I'm always happy, because my dog is happy and my wife is happy. I mean, how simple can it get, right? So now you are in platinum, you are a legend in platinum. This is what's going to happen in your life. You're going to receive $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $40,000 in your pocket, right? Which is great. You're going to take $5,000 again, and you're going to cycle back on a perpetual board. Keep $35,000 in your wife or your husband or your spouse or your significant other purse, pocket, account. And do what I did, highly recommend it. Distribute the money in different part of the house. Put some on the refrigerator, put some in the bathroom, put some on the linen closet. Just distribute, through the whole house. So every time they move, here's $4,000, $5,000. Make that a game. Make it like a fun game, hide and seek. Hey, there's $35,000 hidden in the house. If you find it, they're yours. I can't wait to play that game. It's one of my favorite games to play. All right. So let me give you a quick summary. All right. So again, you start with 25, you receive 200. For 200, you move to bronze with $100. You receive $800, $700 in your pocket on your perpetual cycle. Then you move to bronze. You give 400, 2,800 in your pocket. Then you move to gold. 11. I only see what I keep in my pocket. I don't know why. It must be my screen. You keep $11,200, and then you move to platinum with $35,000 in your pocket, for a total of $92,400 and 33 cents. 33 cents is on me. So you're platinum. Now you have received this. But here's my question to you. Doing what you're doing right now, how long would it take you to generate net $92,400? A month? 2 months? 3 months? 6 months? A year? 2 years? 3 years? 4? 5 years? Well, you don't have to spend 5 years in here. You could do that in less time than that. Right. So that is my part of the presentation. I was very calm. I was excited. Did we make it to 24? Oh my God, it disappeared. I'm back now with 26. Excellent. Woo! So now I got fired up. I see 26 sold. Okay. Happy to be here. So I'm going to continue, and I'm going to give it back to Miss Elizabeth Tepper Kofol. This lady is trilingual, and she speaks beautiful every language. I mean, I barely speak English. I'm still learning Spanish. And this lady can speak multiple language fluently, right? And now she will continue with the second part of the presentation, which are some of the guidelines. All right, pay attention. So if you didn't pay attention to me, that's fine. I understand that. It happened. Now, let's go back and pay attention to some of the guidelines. It's going to be Adele, it's going to be Elizabeth. Elizabeth, right? Just want to make sure. Right? All right, Elizabeth, take it away.
Thank you. Thank you, Edgar. I just love how you show us the money. I just love, and I love putting it all over the place. I love giving it to family. It's just amazing. So before going into guidelines, I'm going to share with you that beautiful video that we all know, we've seen it, that summarizes what Gift of Legacy is all about. So here it goes. And I hope you can hear and see it well. Yeah.
Do you feel like you are spending your days just surviving, following the same routine every day to make ends meet? Did you know that there is a worldwide community that would like to color your world? You only join the community by a special invitation, just like this one, that has been sent to you by someone who cares about you. So take a step out of your comfort zone and find out more about a community that offers you the ride of your life. This colorful community upholds the principles of Ubuntu, a phrase used in Africa that means community cooperation, allowing everyone to thrive and not just survive. This gifting community is like a theme park. There are 5 main attractions in the theme park. They are the train ride and 4 different sized Ferris wheels. Participating in this gifting community will start your journey to abundance. Your participation and willingness to follow the guidelines determines the experience that you will have as you ride the boards. When you join Gift of Legacy, you have a choice of where to start your journey. You can join the Coal board, which is like the theme park train. This board was recently created to make GL affordable for everyone. Coal was designed to be a starter board and gets you going. The gift you will send to join on Coal is only $25. That is your ticket to board the train. You can choose to join on the Bronze board with a $100 gift. This is your ticket. Bronze is the first of the 4 main boards or Ferris wheels. The goal of Gift of Legacy is for everyone to be on the perpetual cycle of all 4 boards. The Ferris wheels signify the perpetual journey that you are able to ride on your journey to abundance. The boards are structured so that 8 gifters enter and send an unconditional, non-returnable gift to the legend on the board. When the legend has received their first 4 gifts, they can already purchase their ticket for the next Ferris wheel ride or board, the silver $400 board. When all 8 gifts have been received, that ride ends and the guides become legends on their own boards. This process continues through all the rides on the $100, $400, $1,600 and ultimately the $5,000 boards. The legend is able to enjoy their prize. They have 3 gifts remaining which they can enjoy and spend on whatever their hearts desire. Gifters are placed on the boards by the automated GL system. This system is maintained by Gracious Givers Movement, fondly known as GGM. This non-profit organization is overseen by the custodians, the people who created and developed GL. GGM relies 100% on donations as no one in GL pays a monthly fee. The community is encouraged to support GGM to ensure that all the rides are well maintained and improvements are made periodically to improve the user experience. As boards close, gifters become builders. This is the ideal opportunity to invite 2 friends to journey with you on the rides of abundance. Everyone in this theme park needs 2 friends to share their fun and excitement with. Invite 2 like-minded people who share your interest in coloring the world. Soon you will be a guide and you can assist your friends to add more people to your group or team. When everyone invites 2 by 2 by 2, the boards move constantly and everyone gets to enjoy the thrill of the rides. When a legend finishes a board or ride, they will join the next Ferris wheel in the park on their first round of the rides. But they must also join the perpetual cycle of the board that they have just finished. This is how we ride the boards to abundance. As gifts are sent and received by people across the world, as users join the coal train or ride the Ferris wheels, we are coloring the world. The worldwide community are all blessed by the gifts that are sent peer to peer. But something magical happens in the theme park that has nothing to do with the value of gifts. Friendships are formed as strangers become friends. Kindness and compassion are evident as people support each other to overcome fears or to take on new challenges. We learn and grow as a community as we explore and experience Gift of Legacy together. It is the true spirit of Ubuntu that connects the hearts across the world through the simple act of sharing gifts and riding the boards of abundance.
Yay! So isn't this so cool? Give me 1 second, please. Just putting my presentation up to date. After Edgar's amazing presentation of what Gift of Legacy can do for us. It's so beautiful. And now it's my turn to talk to you about our guidelines. Very important. So let's listen closely to our guidelines. What can we do and what can't we do? So here we go. So again, you cannot, and this is at the bottom, but it's the first thing to read. You cannot advance to the next board that you saw without 2 confirmed invitees. And this is all in the bronze board. This means you have to be confirmed in bronze and your invitees have to be confirmed in bronze for you to continue to the next boards and for you to also participate in the perpetual cycles. Very important. That's why I think Edgar says it's, just come in with $100 and then you're done. You're already confirmed and you bring in your people with $100 and they're confirmed as well. If you can't, go to Cole. So join by sending an unconditional gift of $100 to the legend of the board. That's number 1. That's your first step when you register. Invite 2 like-minded, like-hearted people to follow you on your journey. And I just want to stop here because I just had this experience a couple of days ago, a couple of weeks when I started, let me just invite, whoever I have on my telephone and this and that. And I said, wait. I said, no, I'm going to go through my contacts and see who is really like-minded and like-hearted. Who do I really know who thinks and believes that we have to change the world, that we have to change the way finance and economic works in the world? And that's what really touches my heart. And that's what really makes this move. And I have gotten best results doing that than just calling anybody, because we don't know who those people are. So that's very important that we can connect heart to heart with people. Encourage your 2 invitees to do the same. Yeah, 2 by 2 by 2. When your invitees bring 2 people and their invitees bring 2 people, our boards will just move on smoothly and fast. And that's what will ensure. I say that people are the gas in the car. Yeah, the car can't move if there's no gas. And people in Gift of Legacy are the gas. So let's just make it happen. And thank you, Edgar. I love the way you presented me. It's so cute. Thank you. I love your energy, your power. And of course, join the boards. Do it. Yeah, do it the first round. Just go for it. Keep those 4 gifts and just move on to the next board. Yeah, I have people like they say, okay, I'm going to wait until I have the 8 gifts. I said, no. You have 4 already. Move on. Don't wait. What's the use of waiting? If you go on and those boards start moving as well, then the possibilities are huger, are much larger. So let's just do it. Get your 4 gifts and move on. It's essential, of course, to join the perpetual cycle. And that last gift you receive, you will keep it to go into your perpetual cycle and start that perpetual movement, which is so amazing, which you've already seen. Edgar explained so beautifully, and this presentation. So again, very important. You see, like this is like one of those slides that jumps out, in the screen. Do not promote Gift of Legacy on social media. Do not promote Gift of Legacy in social media. We cannot use the images, the logo, nothing that belongs to Gift of Legacy. All these are branded names. Yes, they're copyrighted. These are not for us to use, because when we do it like that, we don't know who comes to us. We don't know what kind of people are going to come. We might find people who are interested in doing business. Gift of Legacy is not business. Gift of Legacy is changing the world's paradigm of economics. So let's do that. Let's do that. Don't fill in spaces. Like, yeah, some people just, okay, so I'm going to put myself and then another and then another. Well, I mean, the more filling of spaces, the harder it is to move on. So just remember the 2 by 2 by 2 guideline. Just make it happen. Bring those two like-minded, like-hearted people and just help them do the same. You're here. I mean, we're here. We're getting, we prepare ourselves to help people move on. Be the messenger, not the message. Invite people to these presentations or send them a recorded presentation. They're all in the official Gift of Legacy channel in YouTube, in our channel in, again, I forgot it. It's the Telegram. So we have official channels all over the place. Send them there. We have official, if we go to the official channel in Telegram, like we have so much information there. So much information. Like there's no need to reinvent the wheel. Yeah. We have the wheel, it's there. And so let's just make it move. Training are available all the time. So just check the link tree. The link tree has a whole bunch of videos you can watch. And then, of course, our official YouTube channel. Adele, I don't know if there's anything you want to add to this right now, or?
Hi, Elizabeth. No, it's perfect. You're doing great.
Okay.
Great.
Great. So let's just move on. So please note, it's important to understand that there are no guarantees. There's like, some people ask, so how long does it take to become a legend? We don't know. It may take a week. It may take 2 weeks or a month. We don't know. It just depends on the people that you bring in. The success or failure of any participant will depend on your willingness to participate and follow the guidelines of Gift of Legacy. That's where the success or the failure of this gifting community comes in. Okay. So it remains, and this is also very important, it remains an individual participant's responsibility to ensure compliance with your laws. I mean, this is no science. Yeah. This is no like quantum physics. I mean, you live in a country, you have to take care of your stuff in that country. Yeah. So that's just it. So get in touch with whoever knows about tax law in your country. Gift of Legacy, again, just to remind you, is decentralized. There's no party affiliation, no ownership, no partnership. So this is person to person. We just give a gift to somebody. As a gifter, you give a gift to the legend, and that's it. Person to person. You pay nothing else. If you want, and if you decide so, you can donate to help the Gracious Givers movement to maintain our website. But that's it. That's a personal decision. Okay? So Gift of Legacy, again, is peer-to-peer, 100% peer-to-peer. And no funds ever get paid to any platform. So gifts are always, always given to the Gift of Legacy participants and only given to the legend when landing on their board. So that's how it works. That's how it works. And of course, thank you for joining our Zoom meeting today. And please, if you have questions, you can ask us now. I think we have some time. And if not, please go to the person who invited you. Really, really want to say thank you to those that invited you to be here, because that's really important. Really, really important. And those are the people who can also answer your questions. So thank you guys. Let's go into questions and answers. See what we have here. Let me stop sharing and just see your faces.
Thank you, Elizabeth, and thank you, Edgar. Wow, guys, it was an awesome presentation. It's short, to the point, 40 minutes, and you gave all the information that everyone needed. You guys are incredible. I love your passion. I love that you have the heart of Gift of Legacy. It comes through in your words, deeds, and actions. Joe, if I wasn't in Gift of Legacy, I'd be wanting to sign up right now. I really, really love the way you guys present. You're amazing. But I am in Gift of Legacy, so I won't be signing up again. We are going to enter into questions and answers. But first, I just want to thank each and every person here. There's a lot of people on the call tonight, and we're grateful for each one here. Now, if we can just duplicate next week and get 50 people, just bring one more person next week. Let's duplicate 2 by 2. If everybody comes to these meetings with more people, we're going to get the message about Gift of Legacy and the heart of Gift of Legacy out there. I know we've got some visitors. I can see you. I acknowledge that you're here. I won't mention your names, but I appreciate that you are here. And I noticed that you are here. So thank you very much for joining our Zoom tonight. So we're going to do questions and answers. We do it Edgar's way. So these are the guidelines for, there are no rules. There's no rules in GL, but here's the guidelines for our questions and answers. You can use the raise hand little reaction at the bottom of your screen. If you don't know how to do it, you press at the bottom, the reaction, and you're going to get this lovely yellow hand like that, which you can also put down. If you can't do that, jump up and down, and we will ask you to ask your questions. But your questions, the first few questions, please keep them relevant to this presentation, which is pretty open because we've discussed Gift of Legacy. But we are not here to answer support questions, no technical questions. We are not support. We are the presentation team. So anything about this presentation, about the boards, about the guidelines, you're welcome to ask us. Who's first? I'm going to check the chat quickly. But anybody who would like to ask a question. Thanks, Sarah. Yes, it was a great presentation. These are 2 of our best presenters. No other questions so far. So raise hands. I just want to ask a question, and it's prompting the training that we're going to be doing on Thursday evening. On Thursday evening, we're doing a training called The Power of Perpetual. The poster is going to be shared right after this presentation. The power of perpetual. Edgar always talks about it, blows his mind. The power of perpetual. And I see some people have got perpetual signs as your status picture on the Zoom. Do we really understand the power of perpetual? Do we understand what these boards mean for $25? The amount of abundance that is coming your way in the form of gifts simply sent to you from person to person. Beverly, what does the power of perpetual mean to you? Beverly is one of our co-presenters.
Hello, my dear Adele and Elizabeth and Edgar. I was running late because I went out looking for someone. Well, for me, that was one of the things that made me fall in love with Gift of Legacy. Recognizing how continuous you will be able to receive the gifts as long as you do what you must do, which is once you receive your last gift, you go back and you put that gift back into the system so that you can continue rising up again from gifter to legend. And it has been so much fun, especially now with the cold board. It is wonderful. Thank you, Adele, for this opportunity to let people know that in Gift of Legacy, there is much, much more to be had. Love you.
Love you too. Thank you so much. And Beverly is going to be with us on our training call on Thursday evening. We're so excited because that's what Gift of Legacy is about, being on all 5 boards on the perpetual cycle. we just don't emphasize it enough in these calls, and we really want you to. Anybody else have a question? Come on, I know that we've got visitors here. Anybody? Anyone want to make a comment, generalization? Share a testimony. Have you received a gift? Sherry, please can you unmute? Hi, Sherry. You can speak. Sherry? Hello? Sherry, do you have a question for us? Sherry, last call? No. Okay, maybe she'll ask now. I'm just going to lower her hand for now. We have a comment from Pedro, learning from the best. Thank you very much for this nice presentation. Thank you, Pedro. It's lovely to have you here. You really are learning from the best. These are two of our finest presenters because they have their heart and gift of legacy. Glenn, you're new to GL, but you always have words of wisdom. Would you like to share anything with us tonight? Let me just find you.
Hi there. Can you hear me okay, Adele?
Yes, we can. Hi, Glenn, all the way from Canada.
Okay, yes, I'm in Saskatoon. Saskatchewan is the province here. I'm in Canada, so I'm in the western part of this wonderful country. I just want to make a comment. Like I grew up in an era, like back in the 60s. In Canada, you're on a 40-40-40 plan. You went to school, got a job, or went to school, got an education, got a job, got a good job, and then you worked 40 hours plus a week for say 40 years, and then you were asked to retire on 40% of your income. Well, that doesn't work, folks, does it? It just doesn't work for any of us. So I'm fairly new to Gift of Legacy, and I was blessed just before Christmas. So that was my Christmas gift from a friend to bring me into Gift of Legacy. And just last week, I've been sharing, I try to share every day with two people. And I met with a gal that works at the bank. And those guys tend to have a tunnel vision of, life and reality and everything else. But as soon as she saw that little 6 or 8 minute presentation that I shared with her, like she just lit up. You could tell by the body language, she just lit up that there are opportunities for us. So I've just call myself a professional coffee drinker. I go out and talk to people and buy them a coffee and just share this wonderful gift. I'm a gift giver. And if they get it, they get it. And if they don't, a no's fine. A no might not be a no forever. And we're building a very healthy, strong team here. So just thanks for a wonderful presentation, Elizabeth and Edgar. I love his sense of humor. It's awesome. Thank you.
You've got to have someone with a sense of humor in every family, and Edgar's our guy. Glenn, do you have presentations or Zooms in Canada or with your team,
Yes.
or are you still growing?
We try to get together about once every couple of weeks. There's a fella out in British Columbia. We're getting together with him tonight at 8 o'clock our time. But I'm going to reach out to you at some point and see if we can tap into some of the leaders here and start to grow this, because Canada is in desperate need from what we've all gone through in the last 3-4 years. We don't have to go there. But I think everybody needs a backup plan. And that's what I share with people. I says, how did the pandemic affect you and your family? Well, it's total chaos. Well, you know what? I've got a solution. I've got a backup plan for myself. And it might be a solution and a backup plan for you guys as well. And that's all. I just keep it simple, guys, and just share.
Wonderful, Glenn. Absolutely. Please reach out to us. We've got a team of leaders. We do have people who represent GL in terms of official presentations in Canada. But I mean, hey, I don't mind hopping on Zoom calls. I love meeting people across the world. It's wonderful. It's one of the best parts of being a gift of legacy is that I've made heart-to-heart connections with people. Beverly and I met on a Zoom call. I don't know how, Bev, she asked a question the one time, and I just listened to her voice. I didn't even listen to the question. I can't even remember what it was. It was just her voice. Because when some people speak, you actually hear their soul. And I heard Beverly's soul that day. And I always say she's got an angel voice. And she really does. And we've made like genuine friendships in Gift of Legacy. This is not MLM network marketing. It's not a company, it's a business. We're a genuine community of people. And we're sharing abundance across the world. It's amazing. Love you, Bev. Love you. Sherry has problems with all. Yes, of course, Glenn.
I just want to share that one quick story. My friend who's an accountant, and Earl still works to this day. He's 81. He'll be 82 in September. And he has a passion for numbers, accounting. Well, as soon as he saw this, he came in with me right away. About Earl, he said, this gifting thing is not new. Back in the late 50s, early 60s, when he was working for the banks in Toronto area, they were making $150 a month, and they didn't have enough money to buy a decent suit. So the guys all chipped in $10 out of their paycheck. Once a month, they pulled somebody's name out, and they took turns, and the 10 guys. So each month, somebody got $100, and you had to go out and buy yourself a new suit, new pants, a hat, and a couple of ties. And that way, in that industry, you had a couple of different outfits to wear for your clients. And so the gifting,
Brilliant.
Earl was exposed to a gifting program way back like 60 years ago.
That's amazing. Amazing. I really want to start that whole gifting suit thing again for those guys that wear their pants down by their knees. I really, I'm going to bring that back. But I had the pleasure of at least saying hello to Earl on a phone call the other day. And yeah, it's amazing. The older generation get this. We need to get the younger generation to understand this. They are so equipped with technology and the online space. They've done schooling online in the past 4 or 5 years. They know life exists online, and yet there's this beautiful community here that they don't know about. So Sherry's having problems with the audio, and I asked her to type. I'll read her question. It's a very good question. So I see that the other me has answered, which is actually Candace. But the question is, some of my friends I invited to GL asked me the question about GL requesting donations, and now they're thinking the system will not be around if we don't get enough of donations and will shut down. How will we answer them? So Candace has answered, GL does not ask for any membership or joining fees. We are always going to ask for donations from our participants to ensure that we keep on going. GGM, the Gracious Givers Movement, funds the monthly fees for GL, yet it is not always in the receiving. So we will always appeal to the community that gets the platform and support for free. So let's go back to GGM because it was in the presentation. Gracious Givers Movement is a non-profit organization that was formed when Gift of Legacy launched on the 10th of January, 2022. The reason there's a non-profit organization, and non-profit is exactly that. GGM makes no profit, right? GGM needed to be funded and founded. Can we just mute background noise? Thank you. GGM needed to be founded so that we could, let me just find who this person is. I think we're all quiet now. There we go. GGM was founded so that GL could exist. Gift of Legacy is a website, and we need to pay for the server. It's an international server. When we launched, we were 7,400 people who migrated from our precursor program. But the minute we flipped the switch at 9 p.m. on the 10th of January, 2022, we all sent out our invite links. And I didn't send out 2. I sent out many. And so did 7,400 other people. And so Gift of Legacy grew. The system had to grow. We have heard before, and it has always been explained, Gift of Legacy was launched even though it wasn't 100% ready when it was launched. And we don't need to go back into that, but the custodians needed to make a decision in December 2021, which they did. The community who were waiting for this gifting economy, for this way to break the chains of poverty, people were calling for it to happen. And so they launched the program, but things needed to be developed. GGM paid for all those developments. GGM paid for the developers, for the IT specialists, for everything that goes beyond my little pea brain when it comes to technology. They needed to have an organization that would oversee the sustainability and the security and the longevity. There's the word, longevity of Gift of Legacy. So GGM is looking after GL, and GGM is overseen and is managed by the custodians. The custodians are not managing it because they want money. It's non-profit. The custodians are managing GGM because GL is their baby. They created it. They are looking after it. They are the ones who created this opportunity for everyone, because we were in a precursor program that was going to throw us all out and we had nowhere to go. So the custodians are 100% invested in Gift of Legacy. They are participants just like us. And GGM has got profiles. You've seen them. They're the angel profiles, although some people have also named their profiles angels. So not all angels are GGM, but most of them are, okay? Then you will see GGM profiles on the boards. But as we know, boards have an ebb and flow. Our journey in Gift of Legacy is like that. It's not a constant. We're not on, there's no guarantees, there's no timeline. We are not going to be able to say you're going to receive gifts in a certain time. So GGM goes through the boards. It receives gifts and it sends gifts. Many of you might have gifted GGM. I've gifted GGM. I've received gifts from GGM. But there needs to be a person managing those profiles. So there is a person who is employed to manage the GGM profiles. Can you imagine? That's like that person's full-time job. So they need to look after that. Candace is making more comments. Candace, you just not want to speak. There have been rumors that the banks, oh, this is Candace's favorite. There have been rumors that banks are closing down and the banking system is going to collapse. Yet we are still depositing our money into banks. We are not keeping our money under a mattress for fear of the banks closing down. Nothing is ever certain. We just have to trust. You have to trust the Gift of Legacy system. The custodians are looking after it. We're not going anywhere. I know you guys see the custodians on the calls. I've met the custodians except one. My inviter is one of the original custodians, one of the creators of Gift of Legacy. I've been to restaurants and had meals with these people. I've hugged them. I've met Candace. These are real people. I've looked them in the eyes, and I know Gift of Legacy isn't going anywhere. I know 100% it's not going anywhere. And if people say, oh, but why are they asking for donations? Well, where's GGM getting the money? They're not getting it regularly from their boards, but they need to upkeep the system. We've just had maintenance last week. They had to pay for the maintenance. Every time a compression happens or the coal board, we couldn't just create a coal board without payment for it because you have to pay the developer. So GGM needed the money and a request was put out to the community. And when people say, oh, wouldn't it be nice if we could just take this button away? And wouldn't it be nice if there was a date on the board chat? And wouldn't it be nice? Or I think this and I think that. It's nice to sit in our armchair and have all these ideas, but they cost money. Show me the money, Edgar. But you know what? The developers also say, show me the money. You want these bells and whistles on your program. You are going to have to pay for it. And GGM needs our support. And let's just change the narrative. Edgar, I know you want to speak, but let's just change the narrative. For $25 or $100, You have come into a community where you are receiving gifts, where you are making worldwide friends, where you feel a sense of togetherness, where 4 years ago we were alone and we had no one. Okay, for many people, Gift of Legacy is a place to meet people because they maybe live alone. Okay, what about we create in Gift of Legacy? What is the possibility that we create an attitude of gratitude? In my faith, we say that you tithe, you give back for what you receive. And wouldn't it be great in Gift of Legacy to have that attitude of gratitude when you receive a gift? Give a portion of it back to Gift of Legacy. Give it back to GGM. I'm not saying how much, but give back what is in your heart. Give back by helping your community, by reaching out in kindness to somebody. But if you see somebody on a board who doesn't have their too, ask them, do they need help? Do they have somebody who's interested who can't afford it? And if you've got the funds available, you can help that person. But that is an unconditional gift. You are then giving to somebody to join the community. But there are so many ways that you can give back if you can't give back financially. But GGM does need money. And I'm not going to skirt around the bush. GGM needs money. It needs to pay for this system, for everything that we have. And as we're growing exponentially, we're on 800,000+ people. The system needs to accommodate us. Now, every time you log in and you get a login error, just think, the system has to make sure we can all log in when we want to, because else, heaven forbid, everybody has a panic attack and starts messaging on Telegram. We want a fast system, so we've got to have updates of our system like you update your phone. You update your phone every week or 2 weeks, don't you? Imagine how many times we have to update the system. So have an attitude of gratitude. And I would say, not just when you receive gifts, but if you have the means, and I know many of us don't have the means, but if something like maintenance happens, or you really like a Zoom call, or something inspires you, have you got $1 that you can send to GGM? Have you got $10, $5, $2? Because every dollar helps. 800,000 people giving $1. Imagine how many bells and whistles we could put on the system. So please, please, let's go into an attitude of gratitude and let's give to GGM. GL is not going anywhere. I know, because I know. In Afrikaans, in South Africa, we've got a new boxing champion. He beat some big dude that no one thought we could beat. Yeah, it was a big match, okay? And his name is Drickus du Plessis, and he won the match. And his catchphrase before the match was, "Hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie." They don't know what we know. And there are so many people in this world that don't know what we know. Let's tell them what we know. Let's show them what we know. And when we do that, GL will grow and people will gift graciously to Gracious Givers Movement. No one's going anywhere. Ek weet wat ek weet. I know what I know, because I know what I know, because I've met these people. Edgar, I can go on forever. Speak, my friend.
You just got me fired up.
Boom.
Okay.
Drickus.
Oh my God. I love you more. I mean, come on. This is you preaching. Come on, keep preaching, right, Beverly? Come on, sis. We say in America, preach a sister, preach a sister. I really love and enjoy this type of question. It is my favorite part of being a presenter. Exposing myself to the front line, exposing who I am to a public that doesn't know me, and I'm saying something that I need to back it up. It's very risky, and we all avoid risk. So this is what I do, Glenn. Glenn, I support the trucker in Canada. Come on. All right, so Glenn, don't listen to what I said. Anyway, so there's a book called Sacred Economy by Charles Eisenstein. He's a later cousin of Albert Einstein. I just made that up. All right? But I mean, come on, the name Einstein, It may be a relation. I don't know. So in this book,
Please,
right? In this
please.
book, you talk about the origin of the
Take
sacred
in front
economy.
of camera.
You can find that also.
Okay, I
Charles
don't.
Eisenstein. Well, Charles, sacred economic. Sacred
Eh.
economic. Sacro. We have it also in PDF. So this book will tell you. You have any question about sacred economy? 500 plus pages in here about it, right? And that's for Glenn. So Glenn, I'm happy to see you here. Welcome aboard, Glenn. Let me tell you, you're gonna be doing so well that your old boss will call you, want to know what you're doing, because they want to join you. All right, and everybody that you're gonna be like the coolest guy in your retirement party. You're just gonna walk in with a flow, like what's going on? You're gonna be at the gym every morning for 2 hours. So get ready for the ride of your life. Right?
He's already at the gym. He's signing up the lady at the desk already.
I mean, look at him. He's a good-looking guy. When I want to look like you one day, I just need to touch up my hair a little bit.
Okay,
Probably improve my
Edgar, don't
French.
embarrass Glenn. Don't embarrass Glenn. Does anybody have any more questions?
Yes, come on, throw it out.
Edgar, you were right in what you were saying. Hey, this is unscripted. We never know what questions are coming our way, but we are convicted. We have a conviction. We have a passion for what we do in Gift of Legacy and what we've experienced. Edgar is on Platinum Board. This man is so excited about being on Platinum Board. So am I, because then he's going to buy me an air ticket to New York. But
please, one. Yeah. So Adele, listen to this. Cheryl had a very interesting question that her friend asked her. And I don't call it a friend, but I have people that ask me that question. And look at the analogy. Knowledge is power. When you know how to apply it, then you become powerful. You join in with $25, right? You invite 2 people, you become a legend, and you receive $200. Immediately, you have 175%, let's call it profit. It's not a profit, but you have $175 that you did not have from $25 gift. So if you think for a moment, hey, I'm putting $25 and I have $175, then out of that $175, I'm putting $100 and I get $800. It's like you're planting a seed once. And for the rest of your life, you're going to have, I love orange. Avocado is my favorite fruit. And mango. I mean, I like it. But, you're planting an avocado, you're planting our orange fruit, oranges globally, or apple fruit. One time you plant it, one time. And you fertilize it. And you love it, and you nurture it, and you put the soil, and you put water and a little bit of sunlight. How many orange can you get from one seed? Come on, farmer. We're the farmer. I'm a farmer. How many orange, how many mango, how many avocado can you get from one avocado peak? Millions. So, it's going to collapse. How is it going to collapse? When you only put in $25 and you receive $175 a week later. Hello? You're not putting $1 million, right? What's the fear? What are people afraid of? You're not putting $1 million. Adele, tell me an industry that you consider is safe. Come on. Tell me one industry right now that you think is, Edgar, this industry is safe.
I don't consider any of them safe.
There are robots doing heart surgery. There are robots doing brain surgery. Automobile. Who's building Tesla? Robot. Right? Come on. Give me an industry. Sport. There are robots racing with sport. Music. Forget about. I mean, there's no industry out there that is safe. I'm in real estate for 20 years. All right? I mean, real estate 20 years. You know what's happening right now? Zero inventory. One property comes on my market, it used to be 50 property. You know why? Interest rate is 7 up to 8% interest rate. We're about to have an election. People are nervous. Nobody knows who's going to the next president of the United States going to be. How's real estate right now? Everybody holding, everybody shaking. Come on. All right, let's Sherry.
Sherry's got voice, and she made a beautiful comment in the chat, and she said, I sponsored a person on the $25 board just 2 months ago, and now he's on a platinum board. True testimony. Where is this person, Sherry? We want to meet him. Sherry, do you want to speak? Sherry, can we hear you? No, I think we've lost it. No. Sherry, we can't hear you. Can we see you? Well, Sherry, you know how to get hold of me. I'd love to meet that person who joined 2 months ago and is on platinum, because that's an incredible story. And I'm sure that that is only by building 2 by 2 by 2. You know what? Don't let anything stop you. You've got a dream. I don't know what your dream is. I know what my dream is. And you chase your dream and you go after it. And you do whatever you have to do to get there within the guidelines of Gift of Legacy. You just keep talking to people. Elizabeth was telling me before the call how she reconnected with somebody she hasn't seen for a while. She reconnected them and was just chatting. And she wasn't going to mention Gift of Legacy until the lady said, I really need to find another way to make money. Elizabeth, you said to me they just fall in your lap.
Yeah, it was so amazing. Like I decided, oh, let me go through like the people I know, and I really, and I didn't want to go straight into Gift of Legacy. I just wanted to hear from her. It's been a long time. And she lives in Germany. So let's talk a little bit about family and stuff. And then she started saying, well, yeah, she started doing these things because she needs more money. And she's in this multi-level stuff, but she hasn't received a cent yet. And she's been there since October, November. And I said, hmm? And she asked me, so what do you have for me? And I say, okay, I've got something for you. I will talk. I will talk. So yeah, we're talking on Thursday. But it's it was so beautiful to be able to find people, because that's the idea, to find those people that that can really change the world, because it's not just anybody. And I think that's truly the basics of this. Very, very important.
That's true. It's so simple. Gift of Legacy is so simple. Find those heart connections with people. Be genuine, be real, because we're a real community. And then you send gifts person to person, and you will get to platinum. We're going to ride these boards together. We're not going to just see Auntie Alice on Zoom calls. We're going to see her on platinum. We're not just going to see Jose on a Zoom call. We're going to see him on platinum. We are all going to get there, because it's a circular economy. We're all getting there. So join us on Thursday night. Edgar, Elizabeth, I'm getting messages from Candace, from everyone saying amazing presentation, powerful. Edgar for president. Can you do 2 countries at once? I'm not sure. USA and RSA. We'll have you in both. Thank you. And amazing Zoom. And if you want more of this is a real Gift of Legacy. And we're not stopping. We're going full steam ahead. If you want to meet us on the platinum, come and join us Thursday night. We are talking the power of perpetual. Same time, same place, Thursday nights. Until then, go well. Oh, yes. Oh,
yeah, how cute.
Glenn
Yes,
has printed.
Glenn.
Carries it around with him.
Yes, you're right. I carry that around with me and I pull it out and I have a quick conversation, and it's so easy because the visual, it speaks for itself. And it's wonderful. It's a wonderful tool. Thank you.
Thank you, Glenn. Glenn, please don't miss Thursday night. Choo choo. We'll see you there. The power of perpetual. Until then, go well, Goodbye and God bless. Good
You
night,
too.
everybody.
See you.
Great
Bye-bye,
job.
everybody. Thank
Thanks,
you.
family. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Ciao.